Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber might be planning a permanent move out of the United States. Honestly, once you see the kind of life they have overseas compared to the chaos they face here, it's easy to understand why they'd consider it. Rumors are swirling that the couple is loving life in Japan so much that they're even thinking about buying a home there. I'm here to break down exactly why this move makes total sense. If you're into celebrity news and want the latest updates every single day, make sure to subscribe because we've got all the details. Now, let's dive into what's really going on. Justin and Hailey are currently in Japan, and the difference in how they look and act there versus in Los Angeles is striking. The energy there is completely different, almost like they're entirely different people. In Japan, they're smiling, relaxed, and enjoying themselves. They're taking pictures with fans, trying local street food, and exploring the city like everyday tourists. Justin is approachable and friendly, while Hailey genuinely looks happy and at peace. They can walk around freely without worrying about anyone, and it's honestly amazing to watch. Now, look at their life back in the United States, especially in Los Angeles, and it's a total contrast. Most of the time, they seem unhappy. They're constantly surrounded by aggressive paparazzi who ignore personal space or boundaries. Even simple things like getting coffee or heading to the beach become stressful, with cameras in their faces and people shouting to get a reaction. Justin has even had to tell photographers to back off multiple times because they've been too close to his car or following him relentlessly. There was one time when Justin was just trying to grab coffee, and the paparazzi were so aggressive that he had to keep telling them to back off and stop filming inside his car. He was clearly frustrated and uncomfortable, but they didn't stop. Then at the beach, someone was lingering around his car, and he had to confront them because his personal space was being invaded. These aren't rare events. This is what their everyday life looks like in the US. Hailey faces the same constant pressure. There are clips of her trying to go somewhere and being completely swarmed by photographers. Her security team has to constantly push people back and clear a path for her. No matter where she goes, she's crowded and surrounded. For someone who just became a mom and is learning the ropes of new parenthood, dealing with this kind of non-stop harassment must be extremely stressful and anxiety-inducing. No one should have to live under that kind of pressure, no matter how famous they are. The difference between how they're treated in the US versus overseas is striking. In Japan, and in many other countries, celebrities get far more respect and privacy. People don't chase them down the streets, and photographers don't shove cameras in their faces. Fans are polite and give them space. There's a clear understanding that celebrities are human and deserve to exist in public without harassment. This cultural difference is huge and has a big impact on how Justin and Hailey are enjoying their time in Japan. Both of them have said before that Japan is one of their favorite places to visit. They've been there multiple times and always have an amazing experience. So, the rumors that they might buy property there and spend more time living abroad make complete sense. If you have the means to live anywhere in the world, and one place makes you happier and healthier than another, why wouldn't you choose it? Imagine what their life could be like if they split their time between the US and Japan, or even moved there permanently. They could raise their son Jack somewhere with real privacy. They could go out as a family without being mobbed. Justin could grab coffee without a dozen paparazzi on his heels. Hailey could go shopping or hang out with friends without being swarmed. They could have something close to a normal life, something they clearly don't get in Los Angeles. Just the mental health benefits alone would be huge. Justin has been very open about his struggles with anxiety and depression, and this kind of change could make a big difference. Hailey has also opened up about her anxiety. Living somewhere you're constantly surrounded by photographers and fans who ignore boundaries has to affect your mental health. The stress of never being able to relax, always having to stay on guard, and knowing you'll be followed or harassed every time you step outside, it's not something anyone can handle long-term. When you see them in Japan, the difference is obvious. Justin looks lighter, laughing and joking, even happily taking selfies with fans because the moments are respectful and brief. Hailey looks peaceful and truly happy. They're holding hands, exploring together like any normal couple on vacation. That's the kind of life they deserve. If Japan is where they can have that, then it makes perfect sense for them to be there. Some people might say, they're celebrities. This comes with the territory. But that's not entirely true. Sure, fame means giving up some privacy, and people will recognize you. But there's a big difference between being politely approached for a photo and being harassed or stalked every time you step outside. Fans can be respectful, but American paparazzi often block cars and refuse to move, showing aggression and disrespect that no one should have to deal with. If Justin and Hailey do decide to buy property in Japan, they could set up their lives in a way that works for them. They could return to the US when needed, Justin could do studio sessions or promotional work and then head back to Japan. Hailey could handle her business meetings or brand deals and then return to their home in Japan. With their success and financial freedom, they have the chance to design a lifestyle that focuses on their happiness and mental health instead of being limited by location. Living in Japan as residents is a whole different experience than just visiting. The culture is rich and beautiful. The food is amazing, and the people are polite and kind. Cities are clean and safe, and the overall quality of life is high. For raising a child, Japan offers great schools, healthcare, and a secure environment. Families can enjoy parks and public spaces without being bothered. The transportation system is efficient, and there's a strong sense of community and respect for others. I visited Japan a few years ago, and it was truly one of the most incredible experiences. The food alone is worth raving about for hours. Every meal felt like a new adventure. The care put into everything, from how the food is presented to the design of public spaces, is amazing. People were so welcoming and helpful, even with the language barrier. Walking around Tokyo, exploring neighborhoods, trying street food, visiting temples and gardens, it all felt magical in a way that's hard to put into words. For Justin and Hailey, who have visited Japan multiple times and clearly love the country, making it a bigger part of their life makes total sense. They found a place where they feel happy, safe, and respected. Why wouldn't they prioritize that? Life is too short to be unhappy in a place that doesn't serve you, just because it's familiar or expected. And of course, there's their son Jack to think about as well. Raising a child in the public eye is hard enough without constant paparazzi pressure. If they stayed in LA, Jack would grow up with cameras following him everywhere, from the park to school and beyond. That's not the kind of childhood any parent would want. In Japan, they could give him a more normal life, with privacy and space to just be a kid. Justin has spoken about wanting to be an engaged father and how important family is to him. Becoming a dad has shifted his perspective, and if being present is truly a priority, creating an environment that allows that makes sense. You can't be fully relaxed as a parent when you're constantly stressed and on edge from harassment. Hailey has also been careful to protect their privacy, especially when it comes to Jack, and she hasn't shared his face publicly. Hailey has been very careful about what she shares on social media. She's clearly trying to give Jack as normal a life as possible. Living somewhere where privacy and personal boundaries are respected fits perfectly with those goals. It would also make her role as a mother much easier and less stressful. The financial side is worth noting too. Real estate in Japan, especially in Tokyo, can be pricey, but it's far from a problem for the Biebers. They could buy a beautiful home in a great neighborhood, and it would be a solid investment since property in major Japanese cities holds its value well. If they're spending a lot of time there, owning a home makes much more sense than constantly staying in hotels. Some people might wonder about splitting time between countries or moving abroad more permanently. What about their careers, families, friends, and connections in the US? Those are all valid questions, but they're manageable. With today's technology, staying connected is easy no matter where you are in the world. Video calls, messaging, social media, they make staying connected easy. As I mentioned before, they can always travel back to the US for work or important events. Justin's music career doesn't require him to stay in Los Angeles full-time. He can write and record in Japan or fly to LA when he needs studio time. Many artists work remotely or travel as part of their creative process, and experiencing new places often inspires their best work. Living in Japan could give Justin fresh ideas and perspectives for new music. Hailey's work with her skincare brand and modeling career is also flexible. She can do photo shoots anywhere and manage her business remotely, flying back only for key meetings or events. The beauty industry is global, and an international lifestyle could even benefit her brand, showing sophistication and a worldly perspective that fans and consumers appreciate. Of course, their families might miss having them nearby, but visits and modern communication make that manageable. They can plan trips where the whole family comes together, celebrating holidays wherever it makes sense. Yes, it takes extra planning and coordination, but it's completely doable. Many families live in different countries and still stay close. The same goes for friends. Real friends stay in touch no matter the distance. Living in Japan might even help them see who their true friends are versus those who are only around because of convenience or what they can get. Sometimes a change of scenery makes it easier to understand which relationships really matter. The biggest thing is that Justin and Hailey have the chance to create a life that works for them, instead of just staying in LA because that's what celebrities are expected to do. They have the resources and freedom to focus on their happiness and well-being. They have the chance to give their son a much better childhood than he would have in the LA spotlight. They can live somewhere that respects them as people and gives them real peace. Why wouldn't they take that opportunity? If they do decide to make the move, It would be great if they shared a glimpse of their life there, while still keeping their privacy, of course, because people would love to see them happy and thriving in a place they love. They deserve a good quality of life, free from constant stress and harassment. The fact that this rumor is getting so much attention shows just how noticeable the difference in their energy and happiness is in Japan compared to the US. Fans can see how much more relaxed and joyful they seem. It's clear that being there is good for them. And if something is good for you and you have the means to make it a bigger part of your life, that's exactly what you should do. I'm genuinely excited for them if this rumor turns out to be true. I hope they find a beautiful home that becomes their sanctuary. I hope they get the peace and privacy they deserve. I hope their son grows up somewhere safe, where he can just be a normal kid. I hope Justin's mental health benefits from not being constantly followed, and I hope Hailey can enjoy motherhood without being swarmed every time she steps outside. They truly deserve all of that and more. Stay tuned, because I have some fun footage from my own trip to Japan that I want to share. It'll give you a glimpse of why this country is so special and why I completely understand why the Biebers love it. The food, the culture, and the experience are all incredible. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss updates on this story or any other celebrity news. I'll see you in the next video.